Welcome back. You're still watching Her Moment, and I am with my guest, Belinda Nansasi, Miss Curvy 2019. And of course, she's going to be handing over the crown to the next Miss Curvy 2020. And of course, our hashtag is hashtag Her Moment. You can follow us on our social media page. That's Rico TV Uganda on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Well, this particular time, we're talking about those good moments and those worst moments she can never forget. And at this particular time, allow us start with those good moments, because these are the moments she would sit down and be like, thank you, Lord. You made this for me, and I will live to praise and honor you. Belinda, what are some of these good moments you can never forget in your life?
I'll never forget that day I gave birth to my baby girl.
Wow, she's a mother.
Yes. The day I gave birth to my baby girl, and then the day of my baby shower. There's so memorable days in my life. I live to remember. When I look at my child, I can never forget that day. Yes. That's my best ever moment in life.
The best. Okay, what follows that? Because I usually face a challenge. Yes, it's a blessing and everyone is always happy about that, but I usually face a challenge with most of my guests. That is their moment ever. That is their moment. So adding to that, we would love to know what would follow that moment.
The day I was crowned Miss Curvy.
You should have seen that.
Oh my God, it took me like a week and a half. I spent 2 days without sleeping, and it took me like a week and a half to believe that I'm the one. I used to tell myself, wake up, you're Miss Curvy. Wake up, you what? Wake up. So it was so amazing. It was so amazing.
Belinda Congratulations, Belinda.
Have you ever gone back to those videos and watch yourself?
I always go back and watch, and I'm like, yeah, I couldn't believe myself. Actually, when I look at the videos, I don't remember the feeling I was, because it's a different feeling. I can never have it again. I just had it that moment, those weeks. I can never have it again.
Is that a style you use when you're happy? Because, oh my God, I felt like, onomuzungu, you know?
It was too much.
It's part of what they teach you. When you're so happy, you cannot cry, you can...
Actually, I don't know. I can't understand that feeling. Everyone asks me, but I can't explain that feeling. I wanted to cry. I wasn't understanding myself, but I couldn't believe it. So it was too much at once. It was a different feeling at it.
Did you expect that?
No, I did not. If at all I expected, I would have pretended and everyone would have seen it.
Ideally, what position did you think you could ever be in the Miss Curvy?
Top 10. Top 10.
Interesting. Why top 10?
The competition was tight. I felt all these girls could win. So I felt I could win on a percentage, that small percentage, but the competition was too tight, for sure. And girls put in a lot of efforts. They really worked hard, and we could see everyone in one seat. You could look here, this one wants the same thing like you want, the other one, the other. So when you're ending your journey, there's a way you keep backing out, the energy slows down. Yes, that's how I felt.
Because the ladies in that competition, oh my God, they were all carved. Did you ever sit back and you be like, oh, she's better than me, or she's better than me?
No. I felt I'm better at every moment. I appreciate myself. I love myself. So I never felt like this person is better than me at anything. No.
And yet you're giving yourself top 10.
Why? Because the competition, they all look good. You can look and appreciate. But I can't say this person is better than me. But I can't say, excuse me, remind me of your name, Asha. You're a beautiful woman. You're gorgeous, but I still love myself. So that's how it was. The competition was tight. Yeah. So I gave myself top 10. Maybe when I reached a top 10, God might help me, and I reached a top 5. Maybe I could win. That's how I was.
Well, that is very interesting. And at this particular time, we would love to know what are those worst moments she's ever met in her life journey.
The day my dad got an accident and then he died. I didn't expect him to die because I was so much of the daddy's girl. He expected a lot from me. I wanted to make him the proud father. So when I lost my dad, I lost half of me. But now I got it back when I gave birth to my daughter. Actually, when I lost my dad, it took me a few months. Then I gave birth to my daughter. So my daughter helped me forget a lot of the bad pain, the bad times. Then I moved on. But if it wasn't for that, I would still be breaking down. That was my ever worst moment in life.
That's quite really sad. And when we go to the pageantry?
Pageantry, worst moments. None that I know of, really. I enjoyed Miss Curvy from the very word go. Like I told you, only sad moments were those when they abused us a lot. It was painful. It was painful because we're not used, Everyone's saying this, they're like this. So those are the bad moments. But the rest, I enjoyed boot camp. I really enjoyed Miss Curvy. The whole journey, they used to take us out for nice dinners, lunch. The experience was so nice.
Okay, when you talked about the moments they abused you or they said those words against you, it reminds me on how society does welcome the plus size people, someone who is big or fat, how society welcomes them. And this is the reason as why the association or the committee or the initiators of Miss Curvy put this pageantry to put or break down the barriers, the stereotypes between the different people, the different societies, and how they will come people on their sizes. So at this time, when she talks about how they talked ill about us, was it in regards to your size?
The regards to the size, they're like, okay, quoting some few words, people used to say, those are also Miss Curvys. Then they used to compare us with these really well-shaped girls. I'm not saying we are poorly shaped, but there are these girls who are really naturally, they look good. The likes of the Kim Kardashians, Beyonce's, such ladies. So they used to compare us with them. And this is Africa. This is us. This is who we are.
So literally, the Miss Curvy, ideally, those people would think you'll be the Kardashians.
Yeah. When they say
and they were so disappointed.
Ugandans were so disappointed. They were so sad. They were so angry. So they had to nickname us all sorts of names.
Well, it always happens when you get to a society and they look at you as, ideally, am I plus size?
Yes.
Okay. Well, at this particular time, allow me get into the moments of truth where our fans have that time, are given that where our fans are given a time to ask the guest what exactly the simple questions, something they feel from heart. You're like, okay, you're hosting Miss Curvy, so please, can we know about this? These are some of these questions. So I think we're going to be, it's a moment of truth. And we're being honest and real to each other. I kind of noted them down here. And so here we go. Question number 1. How old are you?
I'm 25 years old. In December 8th, I'm going to make 26.
Well, she said it already at the beginning of the show. Tell us about the car. Yes, thank you so much, because this has been trending all over. The Miss Curvy car that was awarded to you at the grand finale.
Well, there was some controversy that were in the papers, social media, and everywhere. But the truth is, I was given a car. And they have not yet unveiled it. The person who came out in the papers and social media, we don't know that person. Miss Curvy disclaims that person, we don't know him. But my car is going to come officially and it will be displayed. And
So-
all the medias will come and see it.
So that was not the car.
The car that was there, that guy, the owner of the car that I was given, came out and because he was our sponsor and decided to take back the car. We don't know why. Then the other person who came out in the news, we don't know that same person. We don't know that guy. So it's so confusing to us, but we had paid the car. But then the sponsor decided to back out.
So put this right. You paid for this other car that was given to you.
Yes, we had paid half of the money and we were going to be given that car later.
And how about this other
Then
car?
the sponsor backed out. I think he decided, no, let me not give out my car. So, and then after that, a few weeks later, a person comes out in media and claims they didn't pay my car. You know, we had things, but we don't know that guy. But a deal was made with another person. But then another person came out in the media. So my car is going to be unveiled soon. The new car they're going to give me is going to be unveiled soon. And the people will come out and see it.
Well, that's not to stress you. It's not for you to settle. Well, are your curves natural?
Very much. Very much. I'm a very natural person. Pure African woman.
African woman indeed. What else was awarded on the pageantry apart from that car?
I was given, for my case, I'm speaking for myself, I was given a full scholarship at Victoria University so that I can pursue anything of my choice.
Well, is this Miss Curvy thing something anyone else can contest for, or it's a joke?
No, it's not a joke. Do I look like a joke to you?
She is not a joke. Well, what is your dream?
To be a better woman, a better mother, inspire and empower more women. I would love to be that woman another woman looks at and be like, yeah, she made me do this. She made me own this. I want to be that kind of woman.
Well, how did you feel when Ugandans criticized the pageantry? She answered already, right?
Let me add more on to that. I believed Ugandans had little knowledge about Miss Curvy because not everyone follows those pages, follows the plus sizes or Miss Curvy. So I believe they lacked the knowledge. But with Miss Curvy winning and going on and on, Ugandans are going to learn and get to understand and accept it slowly.
Well, pioneers of the pageantry, what do you think needs to be done in the next Miss Curvy 2020?
Miss Curvy, next time they should inform the ladies more on what they want, because Miss Curvy needs a knowledgeable woman, educated woman, beautiful and plus size, which wasn't the case for the first edition.
That is a reason for the saga at the grand finale.
So many. Okay, it's not for the uneducated. It's for a person who is knowledgeable, educated, beautiful. You can a woman who can represent the country.
Well, are you married?
No, I'm not.
Tell us about your love life.
Very single and happy.
Well, she's a single mother. What do you like and hate? What do you like about your body most?
Most. I love my eyes most. But I love myself, but I love my eyes.
And someone says again, what do you hate? What are you not comfortable with?
I'm happy to be me. I'm very comfortable with myself.
Well, how did your fiancé feel about you going for the Miss Curvy pageantry?
Thank God he wasn't there, so I supported myself.
And of course, about your fellow contestants. Tell us, disclose to us what exactly happened because they were not satisfied.
Some people cannot concede failure, and many people never believe that they have to fail. Instead of using failure as a stepping stone, they're using it to put them back again. But you always notice your behavior, always notice something weird about you, then work on it. Because not every contestant complained. Well, not even a quarter of the contestants complained. So we had to check the manners of people who complained.
Well, it has been the moment of truth when she gets to one-on-one with the fan. Of course, not physically, but you usually send in your messages and your questions. Would love to ask any of our guests. And yes, there have been a lot of them. We're sorry if we did not get to your questions, but of course, you can follow her on her social media pages and you can always be free to ask her because she's a good person. Let's take a short, quick commercial break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
In the past, women were considered housewives, housekeepers, and many other things denied any opportunity. Today we are great witnesses of the transition from the kitchen to the big offices and places of great responsibilities. Now Record TV has brought you a show, Her Moments, going to awaken, motivate, and inspire all women out there every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m.
Well, welcome back. I am your host once again, Asha, here with the Miss Curvy. I feel like that crown deserves me. I mean, she told me I'm already plus size. Why was I not to get into that pageantry? But anyway, of course, as human, as someone who has always had a dream, as someone who went for this pageantry for a cause, for a reason, for a desire and inspiration, there are some of the things she's achieved in this pageantry. It could be in the pageantry or not even outside of the pageant because she is a business lady. Let's take it in with her right here on Her Moment. What are some of these achievements you've had? What have you achieved in this Miss Curvy pageantry?
This platform has given me a very, very, very big, let me call it an opportunity to rub shoulders with very important people here in Uganda. People I've always dreamt of meeting. So very many ministers, honorable members of parliament, so many, but I won't name them, but there are many, and an opportunity to go back to school to study whatever I want. Yes, and I think there's some, and another, they gave me a free trip to Turkey. I'm going very soon. Wow. That's also an achievement because it's my first trip. I'd never. Yeah, those are my achievements in Miss Curvy for now.
Well, for now, then we take it out of Miss Curvy. What have you, what is that thing you have in life, you've achieved in life, and you feel, I mean, I've worked for it, it's worth being out there?
Besides my work at Kainza Energy, I've managed to open up a few businesses for myself, by myself. So I believe I've done something. And my child can be there and say, Mommy, I'm proud of you. Yeah.
Well, what could be some of these, a few take-homes for these females out there, the young girls who are not, could be interested or not interested in the pageantry, but what are some of these take-homes you could give them in case they want to make a step in life and they still have nowhere to start from?
Young girls should always learn to believe in themselves, and they should always have self-love. I always emphasize self-love because a person who doesn't love themselves, they can never achieve anything in life. And then beauty is not something that you say. Beauty is something within and embracing who you are. If you embrace yourself, then you're good to go. Anywhere you can go borders with that.
And to our people, I'm talking on a perspective of our parents, maybe we're talking on a perspective of our aunties or mothers. What are some of these take homes you can give to them so that they can believe in this?
I believe, as a mother too, we should learn not to limit our children on certain things, because you can never know what a child might gain from this. You can never know how how it's going to add on a child. So parents should always believe in their kids and advise them and encourage them. Where necessary, they should correct them. So parents should never limit, no limitation for kids. If something has come for the positive and for a good cause, yes.
Do you have any running projects as Miss Curvy?
Yes, we have a running project about breast cancer. We are going to start helping women with breast cancer, facilitating them in their needs, medications, financially, emotionally. Then we also have a running program about fistula, especially for the young girls. We want to go to schools, talk to them, because they need to get an education about this. Many kids out there get fistula and believe, especially in villages, and believe it is witchcraft. They don't have an education. They don't know how they get it, and it's through early marriages, sexual intercourse. Yeah, so we need to give them an education on that. Then another environmental project called Keep Uganda Clean. We are going to carry out very many services, cleaning hospitals, cleaning environments. This is really, really not very nice environment. Yeah, those are all projects with us. And then we also have a Down syndrome project.
Wow.
And that one is, I'll be heading it with all the other Miss Curvy contestants. We are going to work hand in hand so that we can fulfill all these as Miss Curvy.
Well, thank you so much. But before we sum up this, what is that one thing you would want to put for the future so they can remember you?
I would love to open up an organization, especially for the breast cancer women. My own. Maybe put it under a name of any name, but my own, so that we can fight this breast cancer. It's caused by so many things, but we can put it away. We can immunize it, we can medicate it, and it can really, we can completely wipe it away. So with help of Miss Curvy organization, I see this coming through. I see this as a great vision for myself.
Well, thank you so much. A quick one. Do they teach you on how to speak? Because literally she has been soft, loving, flowing.
Yes, we were taught how to speak. I have my coach, he's called Garoni. Actually, I used not to speak.
Does that mean that you...
I used not to speak like this. I was very fast, rude, but they taught me from my walking, everything. So Garoni did a great job with all those women, even the ones who complain. They were taught so many things, but they don't want to concede it.
Well, thank you so much for being here on Her Moment. And it's the moment when you meet your favorite, when you meet someone you've always wanted to get one-on-one, and maybe they can disclose something you did not know about. It's been a pleasure having Miss Curvy, that is Belinda Nansasi, Miss Curvy 2019. And we've had a lot. We've learned as a woman, you have to be humble. Be humble, keep your goal on, like do not step aside, keep your goal on. And trust me, there's a lot to learn, there's a lot in this world. And speaking on behalf of the plus size ladies out there, speaking on behalf of me, let's learn to embrace how we've grown. Like, this is not it's maybe an injection for wanting to be a plus size, but it's natural. So let's embrace it, let's feel comfortable with it, let's stop the slimming. I'm sorry, exactly, let's stop it, because this is one of the causes why Anne Mungoma, the CEO, came together with the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Mr. Chiwanda, so they can put it out. So this is Africa. This is our African culture. This is our African body. Let's learn to embrace it and put away with what society talks, with how society welcomes us, because that way we shall be in, a society where we are all comfortable. And of course, when you talk about tourism, we are the tourists of our own. Let first be tourists, then the tourists will come in. Thank you so much. You've been watching Her Moment. I've been your host, Asha Kulsum. You can get me on my social media platforms. That's at Asha Mahliz and Belinda Nansasi. Sorry, I did not ask her, but that is at Nansasi Belinda. Facebook, Instagram. Share with her. Miss Curvy 2020 is knocking on each door of the better things to come, and you can always go for that. I have been your host once again, Asha Kulsum. Rico TV is the only #1. Enjoy the next of the programmings. Bye-bye.